Hi everybody, I'm here to just give you a quick reading. I think the last one may have been a little longer than a week ago, possibly. Well, as you remember, or if you heard so many times, I've been mentioning that having Jupiter in my moon sign is changing a lot of things on my physical plane. So I've been spending a lot more time being out and about in the world and seeing what that brings me. And I remember the last reading, I gave it a little sooner than I wanted to. Well, I shared sooner than I wanted to details about my soul retrieval ritual because I knew that there was going to be more to report on even after that. And of course, it was. I have been coming into contact with folks that I haven't seen in over a decade. Things are finding their way back. If at any time I had a connection or I put something out there in the world for someone, people are finding their way back. And it's been a very interesting and energizing experience. It's also been a learning opportunity for me, or an opportunity for me to act on some of the lessons that I've been learning over the past couple of years. So if I remember, I'll get back to that later, but I'm excited. And I would say you all might be feeling a little bit of a relief since retrograde left the post-shadow period on the 16th, but weren't really out of the weeds at all because it kind of feels like things have been on fire a little bit. You know, Aries is certainly a fire sign, and the past few weeks before we moved into Taurus, Aries is hot, very fiery. So there may have been some instances and situations where things were just completely on fire for you. And it's basically a test to see how well you're going to work under this pressure. So on to the reading. So the first card's really interesting, this One Ring Circus, because it popped up, but it popped up sideways. And when something like this pops up sideways, to me, that means it can be one way or the other. This card is, well, you could be in one or two camps or transitioning from one camp to another. This card is about setting boundaries, interdependency, which is very healthy, versus codependency, or a fear, or being controlled, or needing to control. So you might be in a position where you're moving to a place where you are having these healthy boundaries with individuals. You're setting the boundary. You're letting people know what's what you'll accept, what you will not, versus trying to control or be in control or having an unhealthy codependent relationship with someone, or not setting boundaries to protect yourself, protect your energy. See, right now that's been my thing, protecting my energy. It pretty much has been my thing, but now more so than ever, especially since people are popping up to come back into my life, connect with me, or make new connections with me. I'm being very mindful of what I allow myself to get into, just to protect everything that I've built right here. And you should certainly do that too. That is your right. Okay, and then this card, the Gentle Gardener, this is all about intention. What are you saying about yourself and about your life? What are you speaking out into the world about yourself for others? This is what this is about. The things that we're saying, doing, thinking, or projecting onto others can become a reality. And that reminds me of the 4 agreements. And one of them is impeccable with your word. And that means, you know, basically watching what you're saying about yourself, about others, what you're speaking into existence, because it can really come to life. All right, so just that's about being mindful with that. And Sacred Pool, this is about self-esteem. When you look in the mirror, do you like it? How are you feeling about yourself? That's a direct connection to this. And the first card, because if your self-esteem is low, you might be saying low vibrational things about yourself or others. And if your self-esteem is low, you will struggle with setting healthy boundaries between yourself and others, and you might try to control situations, circumstances, and people when you can't. So it all comes back to the self. Do you like what you see? And if you do not, what are you prepared to do to change that? Okay? Alert. So storm warning, you may have had some things blow up over the past couple weeks. There's still time for things to blow up. So knowing that something may blow up, take this as an opportunity to see how well you're doing with patience. See if you're paying attention, how much you're listening, how much are you able to let go and not be in control of. Things to consider might happen. So this is from the Love deck. And this self-initiation card is again about self-esteem right now. You are the guru. You will meet people in your life who are going to show you things, share you things, help you through your lessons in that particular chapter of your life. You could listen to anyone. You could be listening to me, but at the end of the day, inside, you are your own teacher. It's your inner knowing that's going to give you the answers you seek. That's why it's so important to take care of yourself and practice self-care. You are the guru. That is one of the things that they taught me in my teacher training was you are the guru. You can be guided, listen, collaborate, but at the end of it all, it comes down to the self. This one, Guardian, where we need to heal. This card is about connecting to your spirits, connecting to your guides. However, it's about connecting to them before things are set on fire. Don't just go to them when you're in trouble. Build a relationship ahead of time. Maybe you could avoid trouble, or maybe trouble won't feel as troublesome. And I feel like this card is a wonderful card given where we are right now, considering today, Easter Sunday, the resurrection of Yeshua. And a lot of people go out to celebrate that or to go to a house of worship and just say what they need to say. Do that every day. Don't just talk to Jesus today. Talk to Jesus every day, or at least more often than a few times a year. That's what this is about. Guardian. Get with your guardians, get with your guides on a regular basis. Okay? And, before I get to that, so what I wanted to say was about my whole soul retrieval. One of my big missions right now is to turn away from anything that does not serve me. When we continuously accept things that do not work for us, or things that are harmful to us, detrimental for us, the opposite of what we say we want, the universe will keep sending more and more of it. So it's important for your actions to be in alignment with your values. And this is helping me through that process as I pick and choose and weed out those who are coming from the past, trying to come into my present, and making decisions about who stays, who goes, which relationships could use nurturing, deserve the nurturing, and which relationships should just keep the flow, staying in the flow. So keep that in mind. Actions in alignment with your values. What better way could it be to boost your self-esteem than saying you want something and taking the direct actions so that you get them, that you get there. You keep doing the opposite of what you say you want, the universe is going to keep giving you things that you don't like and you'll continue to complain about. So stay in the flow, stay grounded, stay hydrated, stay patient, practice kindness with yourself, and let's see, the universe. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. This relates directly to what I was telling you the last time. There are different avenues to get to the end result. Be open to whatever can come toward you. You can't never tell what's going to get you where you need to be. You don't know everything all the time. You could be thinking you're taking 2 steps back, but it could be the 2 steps back you need to propel you, to catapult you where you need to be. So forget what you think you need and just go into your prayers with an open heart and just say, hey, I leave it up. All right? Namaste.